My name's Lisa Hamilton. I graduated from Santa Fe University of Art and Design 23 years ago in the Performing Arts Department. And if there's one thing I know, it's auditions. As a professional actress, I've auditioned for over 200 productions. As a director, I've seen at least another 100 auditions. And now, part of what I do for the school is I go around with the department chair and I see about 1,000 auditions every year. Auditions, I gotcha. I can help you there. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna talk about some basics. Why do we do auditions this way? What is a cattle call audition? What's the best way to select my pieces? What's the best way to rehearse my pieces? And then I'm going to give you some really simple, straightforward do's and don'ts. A cattle call audition is when there are more than 50 actors auditioning for more than one role. But here's what John Weckesser, the chair of our department, says. He says, the audition situation is not an adversarial setting. The people on the other side of the table want you to be great more than you can imagine. If you've ever had strangers who are really your friends, it's the people who are auditioning you. So chill out. The first thing to remember is that this is your opportunity to get to know people, and we want to get to know you. Okay, there's lots of places to look for them, right? There's plays, of course, but there's also books, and there's also movies, and let's face it, there's the internet. The only problem with an internet monologue is that you have to create the backstory. So what I advise students to do is to start with plays, certainly. A book is not meant to be performed. It can be a problem. A movie is written to be small. A play is written to be performed on a stage. It's your best one. Are you looking for a monologue that's going to stretch you and help you to grow and show people the lengths and breadths you can go to as an actor? Or are you looking for something that you can knock out of the park every time? Second, of course. Yes, show me contrast, but do something that's easy for you. Do something that is well rehearsed. Do something that you can bank on. Where is the best place for you to rehearse? In your room? In front of the mirror? Do you have to be on a big stage? The answer is yes, all of those places. You need to be flexible because you don't know what you're walking into. The first thing you do when they lead you in for your audition is you check out your surroundings. Where is the light? Where is the stage? Are the light and the stage in the same place? And you need to be able to audition in a small space and in a large barn with terrible acoustics. The more flexible you are, the better. Don't fool yourself. It's not a rehearsal unless you do it full voice, full body, full intention. You need to teach your body this monologue. You can't just teach it to your brain. If you're sitting there looking at your words silently, that's a big fail. You've got to do it full out. Here's the way we learn things as people, whether you're learning how to ride a bike or how to do a monologue or how to dance a jig. You start out with a really quirky gait, a really unsteady period of time. Now, this is where you're like picking up your script every 2 seconds. You don't know your lines. You don't know what comes next. It's the part when you're learning to ride a bicycle where the wheel is just jiggling all over the place, right? That's the moment of unsureness. And then we hit this wonderful upline, right? This is where everything's going well. I know my words. I know the emotional life of this character. Every time I say this line, I cry real tears. And then you hit a plateau. A plateau is when the mouth is moving and the heart's not home. And we've all been there. After you've gone through the point of being stale, you're going to own that thing. You're going to be able to get on the stage and knock it out of the park every time. Those lines are going to belong to you. And that is how long you need to rehearse. Watch it done this way. Hello, my name's Lisa Hamilton. I took just a moment to take the space. I wasn't rushed. It helped me and it helped my auditioner. So use the moment before you begin to settle yourself. Say your name, say the name of the piece, and begin. Either I have read the play or I don't care. I want to see you act. Don't tell me the story of the play. Okay, this is the most important thing that you can do. This is the reason you are here. I need to see you, and I need to hear you. A lot of times we'll see students who are probably doing a great job, but they've set the character that they're going to talk to over here. So they give the entire monologue like this. What's the matter with that? I can't see you, right? Or they get really interested in something down there and they give the entire monologue this direction. What's wrong with that? I can't cast the top of your head. It's much better for you to go and begin than for you to ask me that. Also, don't ask me when you can start. It's really easy, guys. Look out, see if the majority of the people out there are ready, and begin. I'm going to do 2 lines of a monologue 2 different ways, and I want you to tell me which works better. This is Savage, the character Savage, from Savage in Limbo by John Patrick Shanley. You know what's the matter with everybody? They're too smart. I know, it sounds crazy, but it's true. Everybody's too smart. It's like everybody knows everything. That's one way. You know what's the matter with everybody? They're too smart. I know, it sounds crazy, doesn't it? But it's true, everybody's too smart. All right. The only thing I did internally differently between monologue A and monologue B is I had a relationship with someone I was talking to. There was a handsome man, and I wanted to get his attention. He gave me permission to talk, and I opened up. In this one, I was saying the words just fine, but there was no relationship behind it. A great audition piece tells a story within itself. The actor's not so worried about what's happening in the large sense of the play, but what's happening right there. The story of the Savage in Limbo monologue is, I see this guy, I want to get his attention, I open up to him, I tell him something really, really important to me, and I get kind of embarrassed. That's the story of the monologue. Find a beginning, middle, and end. What happens to your character during that 90 seconds of time? If you block the monologue, you're more likely to be still and then to do a movement. Much easier to focus on. It's going to make you look stronger. Block the monologue. You've got to find a way to like this situation, or at least tolerate it with a good sense of humor. Now, how do you do that? How do you have fun? You need to think of something that is frightening and fun at the same time. Go bungee jumping. Go to a scary movie. That's the kind of fun this is. You are going to be nervous. You are going to be, full of energy. You've got to learn how to channel that and enjoy it and not freak out about it. You can't do 2 pieces that are so similar that I can't tell them apart. What we're talking about is a contrast in tone. So let's say you did a happy monologue that was really presentational and really funny, and then you did a sad monologue that was really presentational and really out there. That's not contrast, right? But if you do that funny presentational monologue, make sure that your drama monologue is something that is more about a relationship, and that there's everything stripped away and it's just you there talking to a person. That's contrast. Well, I hope these tips were helpful, and good luck to you.